Hello YouTube, my name is The Legend of DS and welcome back to Can They Be DLC Season 2! And this, technically speaking, is the true first episode of Season 2 because we're actually going to be talking about a character, not revisiting everyone for the third time. But there will be more revisited episodes, obviously, as the seasons progress. Should be going over more than more than this season. This season probably will only go about until like mid-August, assuming there's a a Smash Direct around Evo like last year. Maybe it'll be September and we're gonna get the next DLC announcement. But anyway, today's episode will be about Agumon. But before we get to it, we're gonna go over the usual stuff about, you know, Smash news and all that stuff, which hasn't been any outside of the analysis that everybody's been doing over the reveal trailers of Banjo-Kazooie and the hero or the heroes. And yeah, not Smash related but gaming related was what EA went to do this week at the British Parliament, which was hilariously bad. If you haven't heard of it, EA basically went to, what was it? Went to the British Parliament and said that, to defend loot boxes, they said that loot boxes are not unethical, they're not bad, they're actually quite ethical, and the word they used to describe them as surprise mechanics. Which, yeah, that's a thing that EA said on the British Parliament. Jesus Christ, it's not even funny to discuss it. And then from that to more, technically speaking, news surrounding the Smash community. One big YouTuber right now, Erika, has gone missing after posting a pretty disturbing video on YouTube about, you know, ending his life. It's unclear if he actually killed himself or if he's just gone missing. There's rumors flying about that he's going to Florida. This is a publicity stunt. Honestly, I'm gonna say it, I hope that he's fine, I hope that he's okay, but this is also the reason people start to believe that this might be fake, is the boy that cried wolf too many times. He might do this for attention. Hopefully he's not doing this for attention. Hopefully he actually goes into a mental institute after all of this. And the only thing I'm gonna say, adding towards that, is one thing that's happening that happened regarding this, was that the rumor that he was gonna go to Florida to meet like some cult. The cult responded, notifying that they don't know him, but that if he comes to them, they're not going to say anything to the authorities, because that's the smart thing to do when family, friends, and fans are concerned. And the NYPD is looking for the dude, which seems shady to me. Just gonna say it. I mean, it's a cult. What the hell are we expecting? But anyway, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he shows up. Hopefully this is all fake. Hopefully, I say it because he might actually be dead, and yeah. Then all the people, myself included, that were saying it's just the boy that cried wolf too many times will look kind of bad in the picture. Well, I'll feel bad. I won't look bad in the picture, but still. Anyway, let's talk about the topic of this video, which is Digimon in Super Smash Bros. Or Agumon in Super Smash Bros. Well, Agumon is basically one of the main mascots of the series. Again, not there, what did I say? There, right there, that little guy is basically the mascot of the series. He's one of the most well-known ones. He's basically the Pikachu of Digimon. A lot of people will know maybe one or two more Digimon, or will know the design of certain Digimon, but most of them will come, well, from Agumon. People will recognize will recognize Greymon, will recognize Metal Greymon, and War Greymon, which is the other one I think would be kind of cool to see in Super Smash Bros. Maybe we don't actually get Agumon, but in the way of the Digimon, of the Pokemon trainer, maybe we get a Digimon trainer. That would be kind of hard to know which like Digimon you could choose, because basically, if we go by starters, like the Pokemon trainer has, he would technically speaking need 4 or 5, because like baby form, rookie form, champion, mega, and ultimate, was that the thing that it was? I know it was baby, rookie, and champion. I don't remember the other two. I think the last one was ultimate, and maybe the middle one was mega. It's been a while since I've actually watched the original series of Digimon. Because Digimon, here's the thing, during the 90s or the early 2000s, let's be completely honest, if we talk about video games and anime between Digimon and Pokemon, I think a lot of people will agree Digimon was the better series, Season 1 and Season 2. Pokemon was the better games. I've never really played Digimon. I didn't even know Digimon was a game. And that's the one thing that it kind of has against War Greymon is that he doesn't... I don't know if he first came onto the scene on the anime or the TV or the games, because it's very unclear. I know Digimon actually predates the TV show by a couple of months. I think the first game came out in January 1998, and then Digimon came out in the anime came out in March of 98. So it's a 2-month window there. But it'll be interesting, like maybe Digimon trainer, maybe with 3, maybe like a rookie, a champion, and an ultimate, I think would be cool. Maybe it could be like what was the other one? The wolf one, you know, Gabumon, was that his name? I think it was Gabumon, I could be wrong, but maybe he could be one, then a second stage, maybe, I don't know, and then the third one being War Greymon, and logistically, if each character, well, if we get one new character per company, this would be Namco's new representative. Namco still hasn't had a new representative. Now, how likely is it Digimon to be happening? It's exactly like they right now. There's one thing I'll say more towards the end, but I'll leave it at this. There is one thing about the Agumon thing, and any character from Namco, it feels like they are from the wrong company. It's exactly like the Resident Evil Monster Hunter thing, where Monster Hunter is such a more popular franchise, or much more likely franchise to represent in Smash, and that the franchises before it feel like it might not happen. Like the other 2 franchises from Capcom in Smash Bros. Are Mega Man, which is a legacy Nintendo character basically. It's all but that. Not all but that, is everything. It's a Nintendo character in all but name basically, and owner. And then we have Street Fighter, which, for better or for worse, the best-selling Street Fighter games are still on the SNES. Funnily enough, Street Fighter 2, I believe, is still the best-selling version of that game, despite the fact that the game Street Fighter 4 coming out and almost claiming to the throne, but still very interesting. I believe 2, the one version of 2, I think sold like 6 million or 7 million, that it beat it. I remember seeing that it beat the Street Fighter Ultra or Super Street Fighter 4 for the Xbox 360 and PS3 combined, which were the better selling versions of 4 on those systems. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen it. And the same thing, kind of, and then obviously the ones missing from that could be in Smash from Capcom, which are actually a ton of them. Capcom is another franchise, another company. A lot of third-party companies have a lot of characters that could be in Smash Bros. That would fit right in, and Capcom is one of them that has a lot. But it feels like there is this big elephant in the room that must be addressed in terms of well, technically speaking, from Capcom, we already kind of have the representation for that series in Monster Hunter, in Smash, with Rathalos being an assist trophy and being a boss battle and even having a stage in the game, although we can't fight on it for no reason. That's one of the things I don't get about Smash Ultimate. I get it. What seems easy, it's not easy when it comes to game development, but still, we have the things there. I don't see why we haven't had an update, maybe that to make the boss stages playable. But that's just me. I would love to just have a free-for-all on Ganon's stage. Actually, even like Battlefield or Omega versions of it, like with the floor still on fire, would be pretty cool in my mind. But still, with Namco is the same thing, except it's not Monster Hunter hovering over everybody else. It's Tekken. Like if we were to remove Super Smash Bros. Out of the equation, which are the big franchises when it comes to fighting games? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. Who owns Tekken? Oh, it just sort of happens to be Namco Bandai. If Namco is gonna get another character, I still feel like it's gonna be Heihachi. Although right now, I don't really know how likely is it we will see Heihachi, and I think, or even a Namco character actually getting in. But if I had to say, like, Namco, for a character from Namco to get in, Agumon, while cool, while it would be really cool to see Agumon or War Greymon or even a Digimon trainer, which would be pretty fucking rad, I still think there might be something else making the delaying, let's put it that way, the characters. Also, although I did see something that said, and I'll address this in a little bit, the space between Piranha Plant and Joker could lead to the numbers we're seeing right now, to the scheduled release dates for Joker, or not Joker, for the Heroes and for Banjo and Kazooie. But yeah, it feels very... if Namco's gonna get one, although I would love all those three ideas for Digimon, mostly because of nostalgic reasons, with the anime being so effing good. First season, second one was okay, third one is when it started going a little bit crazy, fourth one was already batshit, and I barely saw any of episodes because those were on way too early. Anyway, why did I space out there? Anyway, that'll be it for that part of the video. So let's first talk about the comments from the last video of the Everyone... Well, actually, should we go back to the Everyone's Revisited season finale? Well, we have some comments now regarding Banjo-Kazooie, which one was from Mariposa Traviesa saying, guess what he is on the Banjo-Kazooie episode, the episode 10 of the season 1. More things for the Banjo-Kazooie, not Banjo-Kazooie, for the Sora Herdrick video, which I told myself I'm not gonna touch again. Funnily enough, we now have an answer. We now have an answer for it. Jesus, hiccups. Let's see. More. Where's everyone? Jesus, it's gonna be a long one. Let's see. I found one, and I think that's the only one. Yeah. Okay, I think, yeah, that's the only one. So, yeah, the only comment I've seen here from Everyone's Revisited Part 1, or the Season 1 finale, comes from Terry Severson, which is commenting on basically all the videos, which is very good. Thank you very much, good sir. Have two ideas for a new Candy DLC character episodes. The one for Agumon, which both this comment and another one was the ones that I saw regarding Digimon. Funnily enough, the other one is on my line of sight too. Digimon started as a Tamagotchi TV pet, which is a video game, and an episode for Gino. Gino is also a character I would like to do, well, an episode on. That would, I think I already kind of forgot the character. Oh no, I forgot which character I was gonna do next week. Maybe it'll come to me while I read the comments. Then we get started with this episode. For episode Can It Be Revisited, or Can It Be Revisited again. Everyone's revisited again. With the Devil Look, you have some kanji in your name. I don't want to sound racist. I'm going to say it's Japanese lettering. Maybe it's, I don't know. Here's the thing, it's not technically speaking racist. I hate when people do that. It's racist if you don't know the difference between Japanese and Chinese or any other writing in Asian countries. You're racist if you don't know it, but I can put Portuguese words on screen and English words on screen and Spanish words on screen, and Asian people would not know the difference. So it's basically the same thing. I know it's nowadays we just want to grasp too quickly on racism, on something that's sometimes not even racist. It's just normal human shit. But anyway, Devil Looks It. First off, 2020 will be the Switch 2.0 or 4K. And then there's a video for it. Let me click on it and seeing it. What it is exactly. Oh, it's Covered Labs Nintendo Switch 2, the new Switch. Which is a video of, I'm guessing, of them showcasing a possible design of with this with the Nintendo Switch hardware and software manufacturer has achieved a real mega success since its market launch in March. Look at improvement that a possible successor. Well, here's the thing. Even this, it's nice and all. I'll talk about it in a little bit. This will last until 2026. Sadly, no more DLC. He needs to rest. I hate how people want him to go back to work. The last two will be for the West and Japan. Japan will get Monster Hunter Avatar and the West will get Crash Bandicoot. After the last two DLCs, that is it. Sakurai will say thank you, I'm done, I'm gonna go to retire. People in the West will scream and want him to go back to work again. After DLC and Smash Ultimate will end. One, Super Smash Bros. 64.99, Melee 2001, 2-year gap. Brawl 2008, 7-year gap. Smash 4, 2014, 6-year gap, and then 2018 for Ultimate 4-year gap. Super Smash Bros. Fusion late 2020. First off, Smash 6 will not be worked on by Sakurai anymore. I think he is going to retire now. A new dev team will make it for the Fusion or the next Switch, which is very, very far away until we see hologram TVs. We'll start seeing Fusion. Hopefully the next Smash Bros. Will have fusion of characters, like if they get a fusion ball and a fighter like Mario and Bowser will be Mauser, which will have Mario and Bowser's movesets. This is just a hope. Here's how TV displays can work, or the 3D displays glass for 2025. Jesus, you're thinking way too far ahead. 5 minutes into the video, let's see. So wait, I'm going back. I'm pressing the wrong button. So basically 3D display is just augmented reality. Well, let's get a few things first. Well, you say sadly no more DLC because it needs to rest. Again, Sakurai could just walk away. He doesn't need to work on Ultimate anymore. That's the thing. I don't understand why this keeps being brought back every time somebody talks about a second season. A season 2 doesn't necessarily mean Sakurai stays. Sakurai might not even be working on this season of the Smash. He might decide the characters and decide moveset, but he doesn't need to work on it. It's always something that kind of confuses me. Same thing with his health. At this point in time, Sakurai should absolutely leave and retire. But if he doesn't want to retire, we shouldn't be asking him to. However, I do think the problem with Sakurai is that he has yet to make a Smash game as a producer. This is one of the things I've noticed that kind of annoys me about Sakurai. Like, look at what you said right here. Super Smash Bros. 64, 1999. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out in 2018, 19 years afterwards. If you go to Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, the other two big Nintendo games for this generation that have long lifespans, you look and see that 19 years prior to them, you cannot do 19 years exactly from the previous from 2017 for Mario, because then it will land you in 1998. Yeah, Mario did not have a big game come out, a 3D Mario come out, but you go back a few years, like 2, and you get Super Mario 64, is that the people that were directing those games, Koizumi directed Mario 64, and Aonuma directed Ocarina of Time, they now are producers for those franchises. Yes, there's not much of I don't know exactly the difference between producer and director, but I do believe the director is a person always there, always working 24/7 with the game, while the producer is, although working on it, is much more of a liaison, like overseeing the whole thing, connecting, making the budget, keeping things in budget, talking to the higher ups at the company, at the publisher, or whomever is funding the project. And that's it. Look, 98, Aonuma was a director, Koizumi was a director, and now 19 years later, they're producers. They've handpicked people, they've worked with those people for years, and now those people are now the producers, they're not the directors, always there, always thinking, always doing the stuff. Sakurai hasn't done that. Sakurai for the past 10 years, and he has had two prime opportunities to take somebody under his wing and make him the next director of Smash, where would be the DLC seasons, or the DLC for the two games, and he, as far as we know, hasn't done it, and he should have done it. I don't think people will be mad if Sakurai leaves in the West, telling him to go back to work. I think it's an exaggeration. People will always be disappointed, sure, but I don't think that will be it. Also, a couple things. This thing of the Switch 2 coming in 2020 or something, it's not happening. Even if we get a Switch Mini this year and a Switch Pro next year, that's not going to make the Switch last until 2026. It's not going to happen. The Switch 2 is not just going to be it's not going to be just the upgrade they throw out 3 years after the Switch launched. If they'll do exactly what they did with the new Nintendo 3DS, the DSi, and the Game Boy Color, which is a revision midway through their life cycle, or a little bit over, Game Boy Color came way later in the life cycle of the Game Boy. And even technically speaking, the Game Boy SP to prolong the life or make it the system better, but not full on replace it or full on be the successor. The only reason I would wager we have had like the new 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS came out in 2014 in Japan, 2015 in the West. So it matches up with the time period for the new Switch. It's gonna come out midway through the life cycle of the system, give it a new boot, give it a new kick in life, especially in the West if it's more of a home console and more powerful, and also allow it to cut the price on other versions of it while keeping a premium one. It's exactly going to be the same thing, and they're going to lead into 2023 would be my guess, when the actually new and upgraded system with like the new graphics card that Nvidia will produce, that whenever that happens will be the thing. And yeah, Smash is going to be absolutely be there, but I think it's much more of a 2024 title than the late 2020s. I don't think the gap is going to be big, but not that big. Honestly, if I was a person, if I was in charge of Nintendo, I wouldn't do a second season. I would do a second season with Sakurai. I don't think Sakurai is deteriorating in health. We all know this, but I would do DLC Season 2 as a lead-off to the next game, which would begin development afterwards, but with Sakurai picking somebody to be the next director. Now, sure, in that team probably already is somebody, we just don't know that will be the next director of Super Smash Bros. Unless Ultimate already had a different director. Let me actually quickly Google that. Right, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Director. The director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is in fact Sakurai. Yeah, but still, if maybe there is already somebody there that is ready to take the reins off him and he can work as the supervisor in the DLC and then walk away for the next game. Because one thing about the next Ultimate, the next Smash Bros. Game is that we don't know if everyone will be here. Already everyone's here almost didn't happen, mostly because of probably Square Enix. But yeah, having the second season, which I think is very likely now, because I've noticed, it took me a week to realize this, but the DLC characters are actually getting CGI trailers, which means DLC, and the game already sold better than we expected, so the DLC sold better than everybody else, than expected too. If Nintendo is doing actual budget for these trailers, they're not just going to lead it off there. I think they're going to do it and then do a second season just with first party characters. I saw that on Japan Time, and I agree, a second season just with first party characters. Promote a Nintendo characters, then probably, hopefully, have the team maybe minus Sakurai or with Sakurai as a producer, continuing on and working on the next Smash game, on Smash 6 into 2024, to kind of produce with the Switch 2 what I think Nintendo already has their plan for the next system. And honestly, it should be either launching with 3D Zelda and then Mario Kart a couple weeks later, because hey, I think in 2020 we're going to be seeing a new IP from the Mario Kart team, and then Mario Kart 9 will begin development for 2023, and then maybe 3D Mario at the end of that year, or begin with Mario, then have Mario Kart, then Zelda or another IP at the end of the year, with then in 2024 having Super Smash Brothers, I don't know, Ultimate 2. Everyone is kind of here, minus the Square characters. They don't like it. And I think that would be the better scenario. And when it comes to DLC, Sakurai already expressed the fact that he liked working on DLC. Then we have a comment from Terry Servinson. I think I butchered now that time. Servinson. I'm gonna try now because I'm getting. I don't know how to pronounce it now. I believe Shantae will be a DLC fighter, and in regards to Agumon, I could see Agumon being the next Bandai rep. Fans who have always wanted to see a battle between Agumon and Pikachu would get their wish. Also, the normal Agumon everyone is familiar with would be the default skin. The Agumon from Digital Data Squad could be an alt skin. That'd be cool, and yeah, the battle between Pokemon and Digimon would be interesting. Just I feel like there's too much of a big cloud hanging over from Namco. Actually, technically speaking, 2 if you want to include the Tales of series. But then again, Tales of Arise is not coming to the Switch because... fuck us, I guess? I don't know, ask them. And then we get Axis Studios saying Waluigi could be the last fighter Nintendo likes to pull off a lot of surprises. Sure, but no. No. It's... well, after what Waluigi fans pulled, and I know you can say it's not all of them, but it still happened. It's not... no. No, it's not happening. Also, there was a recent leak that said... what was it? It was Frisk from Undertale, and Waluigi will be the next DLC fighters. And when I saw that, I was like, are people really going to believe this? Waluigi's in the game, he's an assist trophy, he's not going to be anything else. Maybe in the next game, maybe next time you guys get lucky, but no. No. Waluigi is a dead character at this point for this game, much like all the other assist trophies that could do with DLC. But anyway, that will be it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Season 2 of Can It Be DLC. Next episode, I think I'm going to be doing Monster Hunter. Yeah, it was one of the 2 things, and I've kind of decided now that it'll be Monster Hunter next week. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Been Edge of DS. See you guys next time.